Hi guys, I'm back with another art journal video. Welcome to my channel. This is a video from back in 2022, or a video. It is an art journal spread. This was one of my Facebook classes and I did edit it into a video for YouTube because I don't want to lose this because in the end I really liked this spread a lot. I'm going to play with watercolors and a lot of collage, and as you can see, the background I already did gesso the background. So, and for some reason when I use watercolors on a gessoed background, it behaves really different because the gesso is like a primer. And the watercolors are with a lot of water, at least when I use watercolors. So that means it doesn't, the paper doesn't take it that much, or at least not quick. So, and I really like how that the harsh lines, and you can see it later on in the video what I mean. So that's one of my favorite techniques and I use it all the time. So let me know in the comments if you liked how this watercolor behaves on a gesso background. Did you do it? Did you also do this, or haven't you done that in the past? I really like this technique, and maybe professional watercolor artists will not be happy with me, but that's okay because I play my way and I make things my way, and so that's perfectly okay. But for me it works, and I like how it's in the end. I like the outcome with the harsh lines and all that. With my last video, I did have a comment from one of my followers who was mentioning that she would like a more in-depth video from me, where I explain things. And of course, I mean, when I shoot a video, it's always like at a minimum of 1 hour or 1 hour and a half, or often 2 hours. But I do edit a lot of stuff out because I always think that most people don't like longer videos, or they are becoming impatient, and that's the reason why I edit out some stuff, because I think maybe you're thinking it's not that interesting to look at. So please leave me a comment, let me know, are you interested in a more longer video or a more in-depth video where I talk about techniques or how I do things, because yeah, I think I work a little bit different than some or most other art journalists or artists. I do break rules. I don't like rules. I mix a lot of different mediums, a lot of different stuff together, while other people say, yeah, it's not meant to be, to use it together, or it doesn't behave well together. I don't mind. I experiment, I explore a lot of different mediums, and that's what I like to do. And sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. So here I did draw my girl, who I think in the end becomes really cute. And what am I doing? Because this video is from 3 years back. I believe I start with collage. I have all sorts of collage, taking out more neutral tones, and almost every collage piece I use are self-made backgrounds. I like to do that a lot, and mostly on all kinds of different papers. Sure, I do jelly plate prints, but I do like with paint, leftover paints, make some things on paper bags and that kind of stuff. So I'm sorting out some of the papers I like, and some of them I did ink the edges because I like how that looks if you use a lot of different collage papers. And from this process, I did edit some stuff out because, Yeah, well, I'm going with the paper all over the page. Where do I glue this? Where do I like it? So I did cut out some of, added out some of the uh, sorting out of the paper. So here I'm gluing down some of the papers. I mean, it's just glue and paper, and it's nothing fancy or difficult. At least I think so. And you guys, I'm so happy I'm back on YouTube. I mean, I had such lovely comments from some people, and it's nice to know that you are not forgotten. I've been absent for a long time, and now I'm also so happy to be back. I enjoy myself. I love being able to create again for YouTube. And yeah, to get a community again. I mean, for 3 years and then 5 years for that, I did do a lot of international classes as a teacher. I did have my own classes, and yeah, back when there became COVID, I did have a gastric bypass, a lot of problems. I mean, really a lot of problems. I did lose way too much weight, like 108 pounds, and I did have a lot of problems with that. So there was no energy to make any videos, any art, to do anything. But long story short, I'm okay now. I'm gaining weight a little bit, and that's okay. I can feel that I feel more healthy, and that I can eat better now. But it has been 5 years, so yeah. In the meantime, it was a struggle. It was really difficult, but I'm back. So would love to hear from you. What are you guys doing? Still making art or not? Let me know. Do you have questions? Please ask them in the description. Ask them in the comments. I did use some Neocolor too, and this is watercolor. And you immediately can see that the watercolors stay on top of the gessoed background. And I really like, if that dries, I really like how that looks. I mean, there are some hard edges, some blobs here and there, and yeah, I don't know. It's like I'm getting really happy if I see this. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I mean, real watercolor artists never ever used a gesso background. Maybe like an absorbent ground, yes, but not a gesso background. But I don't mind. I break rules. I love breaking rules in art and playing around. Although I do suffer from perfectionism, not as much as in the past, but I still have some criticism about my own art. And but yeah, I try to play anyway and to do things I like to do. While in the past, I always, not always, but most of the time, I created stuff that other people wanted me to create, or that other people would sell for me, or other people ask me, can you make this? Can you work with that medium? And I always said yes, yes, yes. And then I was at a point I really didn't like to create anymore. And it took me, together with the gastric bypass story, it took me over 3, 4, 5 years to come back from it. And I've come back stronger, and now I just want to play and make art I like. And of course, I always consider, if someone asks me, can you work with that or with that, I will, but always in my own style and always the way I like to use it. So I've learned a lot about that period in my life. So you can see that there are some places where it's more watercolor and water than other places, and that will dry more dark. And I don't know, I really like how that comes out on a gessoed background. It's really, yeah, I like that. Working a little bit on the eyes. And there is my head again. Oh, I'm so sorry guys, but back then I lived in another home. I did move since, and it was difficult to get the perfect setup so that my head wasn't in the way. But anyway, you can see enough. You can see what you need to see, you can see, so it is what it is. But I also think you guys like this kind of videos, and yeah. So now I'm back at my Facebook group. I did have a lot of Facebook groups where I did some classes, but they are all gone. And I still have one Facebook group and with a small community of people. And I do almost every week a live session there. So that we play live in an art journal, or we craft, because I also have a writing journal, and more like a writing junk journal. And so I like to make some ephemera, that kind of stuff, and I do that in my Facebook group nowadays, and with no how is it called in English? Back then it was every Wednesday or every Tuesday, and now if I think, okay, let's go live, I go live, you know. I mean, there was not a day. How is it called in English? Sometimes I'm lost for words in English, but it will come back, because I've taught so much in English, but I didn't spoke for 5 years English, so I'm sorry, guys. I'm doing the best I can, but there is no day, you know what I mean. So once in a while I do a live session there, and I don't know, I like it. I just like to share with the world, with other people, with people who loves making art too, and art journalers and crafters, and I just like that. Yeah. Working a little bit on her eyes with a colored pencil. I saw on my YouTube channel that we can make posts now, so I did try that. I have like 3 or 4 posts, and shorts. Making shorts is a whole new thing for me, so I'm trying to get that done, to see if it's possible for me. You have to edit a lot, because I think a short only, I don't know how is it allowed, about 3 minutes or so. So that's very short, but yeah, a lot of new stuff since I've left YouTube and now back. So yeah. I hope you guys are all fine. I hope you enjoy my videos a little bit. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Would love to hear from you. Would love to talk to you. And I let you see the rest of the video. Thank you so much for being here, and I see you next time at the video. Bye bye.